Does conflict and confrontation leave you feeling anxious, shaky, or drained? Do you hold back your true feelings just to keep the peace? If so, this episode of Quiet Minds is for you. Those who are more introverted and empathetic tend to avoid drama so they can protect their nervous system and their emotional sense of safety. And today, we're going to explore 9 reasons why introverted empaths avoid drama, conflict, and confrontation at all costs. So get comfy, get cozy, and let's jump right in. As an introverted empath, your nervous system is like an open antenna, constantly picking up the emotional frequency around you. You don't just notice tension, you feel it in your body, in your bones. Your shoulders tighten, your stomach knots, and your breath shortens. Loud voices, sharp tones, or even subtle eye rolls don't pass you by. They land deeply. And it's not just overstimulation, it's emotional overload. For you, avoiding conflict is less about fear and more about survival. You protect your system by stepping away before it collapses under the weight of other people's energy. If you grew up in a home where emotions were unpredictable, chances are you learned to stay quiet to keep things calm. Maybe you had a parent who exploded easily, or you were caught in the middle of other people's arguments. Over time, keeping the peace became a reflex, your way of keeping everyone else emotionally stable, even if it meant silencing your own needs. This pattern follows you. As an adult, you still feel responsible for making sure no one is upset, even when it cost you your own sense of truth. You became the emotional anchor, but you were never taught how to anchor yourself. Empathy is your strength, but in conflict, it can be confusing. You understand where the other person is coming from, even if they're hurting you. You can see their pain, their past, their triggers, and that understanding makes it hard to draw lines and set boundaries. So you soften your truth, you downplay or dismiss your needs, you give others grace, but you forget to give yourself the same. Confrontation is difficult because your heart holds both your pain and theirs. And when you feel everything, standing up for yourself can feel like betrayal, even though it isn't. You don't need words to know something is off. You feel it. A shift in someone's tone, a change in energy, a tension in the air. It hits you like a wave. Conflict doesn't just bother you, it lingers. It stays in your body, in your thoughts, in your sleep. You replay conversations, overanalyze what you said, and question your own tone. Long after the moment has passed, you're still processing it. This is why you avoid conflict, not because you're fragile, but because emotional imbalance is genuinely disabling to your well-being. Introverted empaths often need time to process things before they speak. You feel deeply, but words come slowly. Conflict doesn't offer that space. It demands fast reactions and sharp comebacks, and that's not how you're built. You fear being misunderstood or saying the wrong thing in the heat of the moment. You probably had times when you spoke up, only to be dismissed, judged, or made to feel wrong for having feelings. So now, silence feels safer. But behind the silence, there's a longing to be understood, not just for what you say, but for who you are. Your whole life, people had to come to you with their struggles. You're the calm one, the listener, the one who brings softness into hard spaces. You carry their emotions, soothe their pain, and rarely ask for anything in return. Because of this, speaking up can feel like a disruption, like you're breaking the role others expect you to play. You're not used to bringing discomfort into space. You're used to absorbing it. And conflict feels like a betrayal of the peace you've worked so hard to maintain for everyone but yourself. You don't just enjoy peace, you need it to feel balanced and grounded. Your quiet, reflective inner world is your sanctuary. It's where you recharge, reconnect, and where you finally breathe. Conflict pulls you out of that safe space and into someone else's chaos. It disrupts your nervous system and scatters your thoughts. And you know that once you're pulled in, it can take hours, sometimes even days, to come back to yourself. That's why you seek solitude. It's why you often isolate when things feel too heavy, too dark. You're not avoiding life. You're trying to process it in a way that feels safe to your soul. So you protect your energy fiercely. You walk away, you choose silence, you retreat. And not because you're afraid, but because peace is where you hear your truth the loudest. And for empaths and introverts, that truth is sacred. For introverted empaths, confrontation isn't just a mental or verbal challenge. It's a full body experience. Your heart races, your mind spins, and your emotions become entangled with everyone else's. Even minor disagreements can leave you feeling drained for hours or days. Avoiding conflict isn't about weakness. It's about conserving the energy you need to function and care for yourself and others in a sustainable way. You intuitively feel how conflict will impact not just the immediate moment, but the larger web of relationships around you. You anticipate tension, miscommunication, and hurt feelings long before they happen. This foresight can make it tempting to step back or stay silent because you're protecting not just yourself, but the emotions of everyone involved. Your avoidance comes from love, not indifference, and from a deep desire to prevent unnecessary suffering. There's nothing weak about choosing peace. There's nothing wrong with needing harmony to feel whole. As an introverted empath, your boundaries are sacred, and the more you understand why you avoid conflict, the more you can begin to honor your voice without abandoning your nature. Your empathy is not a burden, it's a gift, and protecting your peace isn't selfish, it's healing. If today's episode spoke to you, I'd love to hear from you. Share in the comments or share this episode with someone you love. Thank you for listening and thank you for joining me today. Just remember, always stay true to who you are in your beautiful heart of hearts.